All right, guys, so we got another weekly rotation to go over the fragrances that I wore last week, beginning with Sunday. And the purpose of a rotation is to shine some light on some fragrances that don't get talked about as much and maybe I haven't reviewed. All right, welcome to the Fragrance Wardrobe. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive into this rotation. But before we do, I want to remind you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications so you get notified when I have a new video coming out. Sunday, I went with one of the Zed Creators fragrances. This is Brass and Soul right here. You can see that I haven't worn that much. I decanted out a 10 ml decant to send it to a subscriber because their sample broke, so I sent a 10 ml decant. That's why there's so much juice missing out of here. I've worn it twice during the daytime, once at night. This one, super fresh. This is the one that Justin Copeland from Stage Fresh Productions made. It's very fresh. You're going to get a little bit of spice up top. I wouldn't say it's quite a blue style fragrance, but it's like a niche quality fresh fragrance, if that makes sense. The performance on here is pretty good, getting about 7-8 hours longevity. The projection, it depends how much you spray. The more you spray, the more you're going to project for a couple of hours. But my projection has been lasting probably about an hour to 2 hours with an 8-hour longevity. Good fragrance. Okay, and on Monday, I went with one I recently picked up. I kind of picked up most of the Valentino Uomo line, missing, what is it, like Uomo Extreme or Intense or whatever it is, but have the rest. And I wore Valentino Uomo Born in Roma right here. This one, yeah, you get an Invictus feel from this. This is like, I have to do like a video of the fragrances in my collection that are like inspired by Invictus because I have a lot. This is one of them. But as one of my subscribers did comment the other day, it comes across as more of a refined version of Invictus, and I'd have to agree with that. Not, I mean, you still get that sweet kind of opening, but not as like, I don't know, maybe not as harsh as Invictus. It smells pretty good. The dry down on here is pretty good as well. I'm getting about 6 hours performance longevity wise out of this with about an hour of projection. And all in all, I think it's a good fragrance. Now, if you own Invictus, I wouldn't go get this. But if you don't, or you just like fragrances that smell like Invictus, I guess like I do, that's a good fragrance to get your hands on. Okay, and on Tuesday, I went with a new acquisition. It's one that I recently reviewed. It's a 2021 release. It's from Paco Rabanne, and it is Phantom right here in the gimmicky robot bottle. Yes, it is Phantom. Atomizer's right there. Push it, it sprays. Nah. Still not impressed with the scent. I worn it a couple times. Still not impressed. I'm going to keep wearing it because sometimes I get a fragrance and I'm not super sold on it in the beginning, like when I first get it. Kind of happened with some of the Vince Camuto stuff. I didn't really like it at first, but they grew on me. I went back to them a year later and I liked them. So maybe this will be the same. I don't know. But with this one, there's like a citrus and a apple mixing in the opening. I don't like it. I don't think it smells that great. Now the dry down, on the other hand, does smell pretty decent. You have lavender, vanilla, a smoky nuance in that vanilla. It smells good. It's sweet. Does it smell unique? Not really. It smells like a lot of other things, but it is an appealing scent. So I think they're probably going after the younger crowd who didn't jump on the 1 million and Invictus trains because they were maybe babies or something. I don't know. So this is like their 1 million, their Invictus. This could be their line, the Phantom line. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, and on Wednesday, I went with one from the House of Mont Blanc. This is a line I really like from the house, but it's not one that I wear very often. And I need to do like full reviews on all three, do a line talk, all of that. But this one, it is in the gold bottle. It's Mont Blanc Emblem Absolute. This one smells pretty good. Cap looks like that. Atomizer's okay. The scent's pretty good on this. I'm not gonna lie, it smells pretty good. With this one, I probably should have went with like Emblem Intense or just Emblem, being August in Texas, but I went with Absolute just because you do detect some of the original Emblem DNA. You get like that violet leaf that's in there. Pick it up a little bit, but there's more of a fruitiness, I think, almost maybe like almost like a spiced fruitiness, something like that, that really suggests this thing should be worn like in the fall and winter. My wife commented on it when I was wearing it and said it smells like a Christmas type of scent. And at first I didn't think of that, but after she mentioned it, I was like, maybe you might not be wrong about that. So pretty good fragrance. I don't know. You could do a lot worse with like $30. These things are on discounters for about 30 bucks. They're cheapies. They perform pretty well. I get like 6-7 hours out of it, and it smells pretty good. Thursday, I went with one from an indie/niche house from New York. This one is from Kieran NYC, and it is Sunday Brunch. Right there. So 50 ml. You can get these for, I want to say like 80 bucks or so. And for what you're getting, it's money well spent. This one, you're going to get a lot of citrus. So I think there's bergamot, I think there's lemon, and I know there's Earl Grey tea in here. So you're getting a lot of citrus, especially in the opening. You get a nice tart citrus, and then as it dries down, some of that Earl Grey tea comes up. It just combines to perfection. It smells phenomenal. It's great for high heat, perfect for August. It's just a really, really good hot weather type of scent. I really enjoy it. It is a niche quality citrus and tea type of scent. The tea is not overpowering. You stick with the citrus. It's more citrus dominated. With this one, I get pretty good performance. At first, the first time I wore it, I want to say I got like 6 hours, but the second time I got like 7 or 8 hours out of it. So I don't know. Maybe it was like the climate or something, maybe a change in the climate, or not the climate, maybe it was like a change in the weather or something like that pushed the longevity out a little bit more. So that could be it. But all in all, really good scent. Go check out Kieran NYC. They will be linked in the description. Okay, Friday I wore one from Sammy Andrus. This will also be linked in the description, or the website will. You can use coupon code M10 at checkout to save 10% on all of Sammy's fragrances on his website. This one is inspired by YSL's Tuxedo, and it smells great. Got me a compliment at work. It's brown sapphire right there. Don't even have to spray it because the scent is so powerful from the atomizer. Smells great. What you're going to get, nice tart bergamot mixing with the mainly the patchouli. And the patchouli in this isn't like, it's not really green. Maybe it's a little earthy. Maybe it's not. It's a very refined style of patchouli, but not so much so that it's like a chocolatey patchouli, I don't think. All in all, it's a great scent. Almost comes across like a little bit of leather, maybe a little bit. Yeah, this one lasts all day. Sprayed it in the morning, did not have to reapply, and it stayed with me all through the evening. Worked really well. Got a compliment at work about it. Got asked what I was wearing. I said, I'm wearing Sammy Andrus, and his fragrances from the Sapphire line at least really do pull in the compliments. So go check out Sammy Andrus and check out the Sapphire line. And yesterday, on Saturday, because I'm filming this on Sunday, the day before you're going to see this, wore one from Tom Ford. I was in the mood for some Tom Ford. I was suited up and everything, going to work, wanted Tom Ford. But I wanted to go summer. I thought about Eau de Soleil Blanc, but changed my mind, and I went with Costa Azura right here. This is like the only 100 ml bottle. No, I guess I have 100 ml of Tom Ford for men or whatever. As far as like recent releases or whatever, this is my only 100 ml Tom Ford I have. Smells really good. This one, there's so much going on. You're going to have a nice woodiness, but I think there's a really good driftwood in here. I think you've got some sandalwood in here. Might have a little bit of oud. I think some vetiver, maybe some patchouli in here. I can't even like comment on what all the notes are, because I can't, there's so many and I forget. When you're going over so many fragrances all the time, you kind of forget. Happens to you, happens to me. Yeah, it happened. I will put some of the notes on the screen for you guys, so if you're interested, you can look at the screen and they'll pop up. All in all, Tom Ford Costas are a great refined summer type of scent. Niche quality from a very luxurious designer house, and it's a really nice refined summertime scent that lasts. This thing is going to last a good 7 hours on skin, at least it does for me. Might not for you, but for me, I get about 7 hours, and the projection's pretty good. All day long I'm catching wafts, or I'm doing something, I catch a waft of it. So it never really just goes into skin scent mode until you hit like that 7 or 8 hour mark. All right, guys, so that was my weekly rotation for last week. The fragrances that I wore during the daytime. I don't go over the nighttime fragrances because sometimes I'm just testing stuff out. But yeah, those are my daytimes from last week. Let me know in the comments what you wore last week. I would be interested in hearing. I do read all of my comments and try to reply back to everybody. And yeah, sometimes you guys drop something that you wore and it inspires me to pick it up. So do comment what you wore last week. All right, thank you for watching. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Slide on over, ring the bell for notifications so you get notified when I have a new video coming out. And again, thank you for watching. I will catch you guys for the next video.